Back again for another video. You see it. Jumbo lump crab meat. Yes, sir. Catfish. We're going to bring these two worlds together. Let y'all see what we got cooking up. So y'all stay tuned right here on the Rolling Grill. Yeah, boy. All right, guys, first things first, let's go ahead and get the crab cakes made. So we're gonna start off with some Duke's mayonnaise. And I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna say that's two tablespoons of Duke's mayonnaise. Kind of on my last leg with Duke's mayonnaise. All right, to that Duke's mayonnaise, we're gonna also add cream cheese, Philadelphia cream cheese. And we're gonna go with 2 tablespoons of that. All right. Now, we're also going to add a bevy of, this is green peppers, this is green onions rather, yellow and red peppers, and garlic. We're going to add that to the bowl. All right. Now, stone ground mustard. All right, stone ground mustard. We're going to go about a tablespoon of stone ground mustard. Now, a little of my seafood dust or any kind of Cajun seasoning that you want to use. That's about a tablespoon and a half. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and mix all these together. I'm going to go ahead and mix all that together. And I forgot one thing. I'm also going to add some minced garlic. And I'm going to do, that's probably a teaspoon of minced garlic. And what you want to do is you want to mix all this together. You want to get everything wet. You want to make sure the cream cheese is nice and smooth. So you just want to keep whipping it. You definitely want to start off with cream cheese that's been brought to room temperature. And you just want to whip it up. Trying to work everything in there. But I am going to add some breadcrumbs. This is plain breadcrumbs. I actually had to add, I added some Italian seasoning to it to give it a little bit of Italian, to give it a little bit of flavor. So I'm gonna go with 1/4 of a cup. That's all I need. I want more crab than filler. All right. So let's work that in there. I hope y'all can see it. I broke my camera stand, so I'm having to do this a little different than I normally do. All right, so now, creme de la creme, the crab meat. And I'm gonna go with about 8 ounces. That's a little bit more than 8 ounces. I'm gonna save a little bit. I'm gonna add this to my sauce. And now what you wanna do is just fold it in there. You just wanna fold it in there. You don't wanna break up the lumps. You just wanna fold it in there, man. And again, that's probably a little bit more than 8 ounces of crab meat. Now, my suggestion would be to leave this in the refrigerator for about an hour. Let the flavor set up, and then you're ready to go. So, crab meat mixture is ready. Gonna put it in the refrigerator for an hour. I'm gonna come back and form, and then we'll move on to the next step. Yeah, boy. All right, y'all. What we have here are 2 beautiful catfish fillets. All right, we're gonna go ahead. This is a simple process right here. All we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip them over. All I'm gonna hit them with is some salt on both sides. Well, I hit one side first, and then I'm gonna hit it with my Eric's, my seafood dust. You can use any kind of Cajun seasoning that you like. Whatever you like to use, just use that. All right, and so I'm gonna take that, flip it over. And again, you can use trout, you can use salmon. When I use trout or when I use salmon, I like to use it with the skin on. To me, it just has, those fish are fatty. So to me, I like to chew on the skin. I think the skin is pretty good on those fish. But catfish, of course, you definitely don't want to cook the skin. Okay, so we are good to go. I'm gonna let these set up for about 5 minutes. And on the griddle they go. All right, now it is time to form the crab cakes. So I'm gonna take some olive oil. I'm gonna spray down my aluminum foil. Rub it all over. I'm also gonna spray my gloves. It's just what I do. So that that crab meat will come off my hands real easy. Take me a little bit and go ahead and make a ball first. This is just what I do. form it. It's probably like a 4-ounce crab cake right there. Voila, it's just that easy. Go ahead and get another one. Make like a little ball first. And then form it. And just like that, you got about 2 4 to 5 ounce crab cakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these formed, and on the griddle they go. Stay tuned. All right, my griddle is hot. I'm preheating my griddle. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down with the olive oil. You can spray it down with olive oil, cooking spray, what kind of cooking spray you got. And now I'm gonna take my catfish and I'm gonna go, this is my presentation side. Presentation side down first. All I'm looking for really is just to get some good color on them. All right, we're just looking to get some good color. And while these are also cooking, in this little corner right here, I'm gonna go ahead and just brown the bottom part of my crab cake. I just wanna get the bottom part seared off. And you'll see why in a minute. So we got 2 crab cakes on, we got 2 catfish on. We're gonna let these cook for probably about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, now what we wanna do is I wanna go ahead and spray the backside down. Catfish has been on here for probably about 3 minutes on one side. I'm just gonna flip it over. And now, check my crab cakes, because again, I'm trying to sear off the bottom of the crab cakes. And I'm gonna let those go for probably another 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm gonna take those crab cakes and put them right on top. All right, now this is something that would work really good on a grill, gas grill, charcoal grill, or whatever. We got bad weather outside, so I'm just showing you how to do it on a griddle and inside the house. But this would be perfect to put on your smoker or your charcoal or gas grill. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check my crab cakes again. Now I've got some good color on the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. Now I'm gonna take that crab cake, put that on top of that one. Take the bottom of this crab cake. I got good color on that one. I'm gonna take that one and put it on top of here. And that's what we need. Cut your griddle off, and I'll show y'all the next step. Stay tuned. All right, now what I have here is a baking dish. A sheet pan rather. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down. Take each one of these catfish. I'm gonna put it on the baking dish. All right. And now this is going in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes to finish off. All right, in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. That's gonna help crisp up those crab cakes and finish off that catfish. All right, guys, now I'm going to show you how to make a Alfredo sauce. And with that Alfredo sauce, we're gonna use some Parmesan Reggiano, some Parmesan cheese off the block. We're gonna be grating this. You definitely need a microplaner. We're gonna use some spinach, heavy cream, butter. I'm using salted butter. And of course, we're gonna use some shrimp. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna show you exactly how to get this all done. This is gonna take no time to get this sauce put together. All right, this is real simple. Okay, the first cheese I'm gonna start off with is the Parmesan cheese. And all I'm gonna do is just work it against my microplaner. And as you can see, that's exactly what you wanna see. This is not gonna work with bagged cheese. It's not gonna work with the grated stuff in the green can. You're gonna have to get, if you're gonna make fresh Alfredo, you need fresh Parmesan off the block. And this is exactly what you wanna do. And so I'm gonna get the Parmesan in there. Now I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna do some Parmesan Reggiano. Gives it a nice little nuttiness. Same deal. Same deal. You can find cheeses like this at any store. I got these right here at Sam's Club. Parmesan Reggiano is a little bit more expensive, but to me, you need both of them if you're gonna make a good Alfredo. So that's what you wanna do. I'm gonna go with a little bit more Parmesan, and then I'll take it to the stove and show you how to finish it off. All right, it's been 10 minutes, and we wanna check on our fish. Look at there. Want to touch the fish, good and firm. Crab cake is still a little loosey-goosey up top, although it's cooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on broil. Turn it this way, put it on broil, and let it go for about 1 minute. All right, our crab cakes have some more color. They're ready to go. We're gonna take this out and we'll let this fish rest while we make our sauce. All right, Now I've got 2 pans on here. Hopefully you can see them. I've got 2 pans here. I'm gonna be using both of them. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, I'm gonna take a tablespoon of the salted butter, put it in this pan. While that is cooking, I'm going to take some olive oil and put it in this pan, and I'm going to cook off and brown up my shrimp. Now, of course, you could put these shrimp in the sauce and let them cook in the sauce like that, but to me, I like them to have a little bit of, you know, some color on them, man, like some, you know, some flavor. The color is the flavor, so we're gonna let that go. We're gonna let this go, bring them both up to heat, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, sorry for the bad lighting. All right, let's go ahead and get the shrimp in. All right, I'm gonna season the shrimp with Cajun seasoning. Let those go. All right, right here we have our butter going. This is the salted butter. This is our Parmigiano Reggiano and our Parmesan cheese. That is going right in here, right in the butter. Within 2 pots at one time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stir this slowly, see if you can see it. Now we're making Parmesan cheese. Once it starts to melt, I'm gonna hit it with the heavy cream. That may have been like a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, maybe a little bit more. It's all to your liking. It's all depending on how cheesy you want it. And I'm gonna keep stirring this, because what I want to do is I want all of this Parmesan cheese to melt out. All right. So we're gonna let that go. Switching gears. Move our shrimp around a little bit while these shrimp are cooking. I'm also gonna add the spinach to the shrimp. I don't want to water my sauce down with the juice, with the liquid that's gonna come off of the spinach, so I'm gonna add it in here with the shrimp while it's cooking. All right, our sauce is starting to bubble a little bit. You wanna just keep stirring it. I've got it on like a medium heat. I'm getting ready to cut the heat all the way down to low. And you just want it to come to a nice slow simmer. All right, now, I'm also gonna take some minced garlic. As much garlic as you like. I like a lot of garlic, so that may have been close to a tablespoon. And we're gonna work that in there. And as you can see now, our sauce is, all the cheese is kind of melted, so we're just gonna let the garlic cook through. So now, this sauce is basically done, but we're gonna let it cook on low heat. And now we're gonna switch gears and spend more attention. We're gonna spend more attention on the shrimp and the spinach. And once I get this wilted up, everything's going in here. All right, we got some color on our shrimp. You can see right here, got some color on our shrimp. We got our spinach wilted up. Everything is now going in our Parmesan cheese and our Alfredo sauce. All right, my phone cut off on me. Hopefully you guys saw me add the shrimp and the spinach to the Alfredo sauce. I also added some green onions, and then I finished it off with just another dash of Cajun seasoning, which is why you see the, you know, orangey reddish hue tint of the sauce. So I'm gonna stop all this talking. I'm gonna go ahead and get this plated up. Y'all stay tuned. It's about to get real ugly up in here. All right, guys, as always, I want to thank y'all for joining me here at the Rolling Grill. And as always, good food, good vibes. Yeah, boy!